Yo, what's up guys, welcome back, next match, Cross-Banlist Cup, back again at Group F, well, first time, but back again at the bottom part, you know, the more quote-unquote broken decks. And, 4 Titans in this group, and first matchup we have Bird versus Adamancipators. Adamancipators is actually one of the, you know, winning decks. Although the deck list was changed a little bit compared to its victory, what was it, a couple of years ago, while on the other hand, Bird Up, it's the first time that deck enters the Cross-Banlist Cup. This is the first place YCS, or this remote duel YCS by Kamal, yeah, that's the one. I guess no barrier statue. I think that's the only card, you know, you could pick out that, you know, might be somewhat common for Bird Up. It is what it is. So which deck has the advantage? Like before this matchup, I could definitely agree that Adamancipators like have the slight advantage over Bird Up, you know, Tri-Brigade, Lyrilusc, simply because looking at the extra deck, well, side deck, extra deck a little bit, but more so the side deck. Plus, as I've read through the comments, going first, like in most matches, is super important, especially for Bird Up, where, you know, they want to enter their turn, what is it, with the utopic one, you know, the one that negates monster effects, plus takes control of the monster negated. What else? Maybe the Simwork Link 3 for Avian, it's Avian, right? Yeah, Apex. Other options is the Lyrilusc one that bounces back every time your opponent special summons, and more, right? Potential Appaloosa maybe, but then, I don't know, can you do really, like, Simwork plus Appaloosa? I'm not so sure. Oh, and the Ancient Warriors one as well, to bounce something back. So, like, this is really, really disgusting. Problem is that, like, Lyrilusc and Tri-Brigade, like, they can play through these. What I thought, they can play through at least one negate. So I was like, no, let's keep Imperm, and especially with that Talons, I could potentially, you know, break open the board and still have a couple of options. I drew Gamma. Here in this case, it could have been cool, but I mean, you know, your opponent is on Gamma. You know, even though the deck is running, what is it, 44 cards? You can't risk that, but again, the Talons comes in really clutch, gets, you know, gain control of the utopic one, potentially negating any monster effects. I connected with the Adamancipator level 4, and again, you know, the standard Link Cross Hellkeep is basically full combo for the deck. Already have access to Block Dragon, so that's important, right? Again, otherwise you're just able, or you're just forced to go for the Granite, the rank 4 XC, to search Block Dragon, and alright, the thing is that, like, Bird Up is not running too many hand traps. I think DD Crow is the only one, and you know, that's searchable off the Shurak, right, Omen, during your first turn generic combo. And I believe, I don't see any options to, you know, potential out for this, ending on like an Appaloosa for 3 materials. I think I'll leave the Adamancipator Synchro level 6 on my side of the field to potentially, you know, get like a Graveyard removal. Okay, no, I'm going indeed for Masquerina. It's fine though, you know, Masquerina for Unicorn, you have Herald, which potentially blocks Forbidden Droplet. I'm not so sure if it's there, at least in game number 1. But yeah, I mean, multiple negations, so it is what it is. So going second, and I side-decked in Dark Ruler, Nibiru's were there already, I think. So that, you know, that's superb against, I mean superb. Nibiru is okayish, like, you know, Nibiru would have been dropped here before because of, you know, because of Draco Future. You know, that's not really too impactful, especially because you still have your normal summon. So, I mean, it is what it is. Nibiru, it's just an extra, and I believe Lightning Storm as well. So that's, you know, and of course Triple Talent. So that's superb. But look at this opening hand, like against a deck that pumps out like these standard boards with the greatest of ease. You know, Simwork for Avian, you have the bounce, you have multiple bounces with their Exceed and one monster negation. Plus, I'm not so. Oh, it might be banished. Potential, I guess, you know, for a standard opening combo, you could potentially pump out an Omen as well to potentially surge DD Crow. That could be okay to potentially, you know, hit the Link Cross combo, you know, hit Martial Marcher, the target you want to reborn. But it's not going to matter. Like, look at the 6 monsters against. I need a Dark Ruler no more, and maybe even then. Yeah, I don't know. Dark Ruler would have done it probably. It is what it is. So I know I'm going first, so I sided in a pointer. And this hand, Jesus Christ, it's disgusting. The thing is that it's well, it was rather a suboptimal hand, especially if you would be playing against a deck with a couple of hand traps, well, multiple hand traps, but them opening maybe 2 interruptions, like you know, preventing Helki from triggering and maybe something else that might. Well, I already had block. Oh no, I think I no, I searched block dragon. So. Yeah, but if. So, online triggers, you know, getting myself a token, reborning a level 4 tuner, or basically an Adamancipator monster that could be crucial for Seeker. Pump out Herald, you know, for Forbidden Droplet. So again, my opponent is not able to discard the cards to the graveyard. So again, Herald is definitely something that I want. Other options, I think I'm just going for my standard board, and a Dweller might also be something as well, simply because of, you know, the Tri-Brigade engine. Yeah, I think so, and also because of Tackle Crusader, yeah, you know, Tackle Crusader when it's like detached, especially during your opponent's turn, it's basically a Book of Moon on one of their monsters. So use a pointer and see the, you know, somewhat of a lackluster hand, like no going second cards at all, and that helps, right? I even go for Dweller immediately. I probably should have maybe waited, like, especially seeing the hands, you know, I would have used Dweller here in this situation to put the, or can I target it? Oh, I think so. Yeah, here in this situation, I think so. You know, because of one of the Lyrilusc monsters, I believe it's the, I forgot the name, the right one in hand, the one that searches monsters. Is that the one that gives your Exceed monsters the capability that your opponent cannot target them? That's been a while, you know. Tri-Brigade, Lyrilusc. Go second, and like my opening hand, the nuts, the nuts. The thing is that you don't really want hand traps, you don't really need hand traps. I think I even side-decked out Gammas, just because of this, you know, you want some space, and I need some main deck space to side-deck in stuff like Droplet, stuff like Dark Ruler, and, you know, those are the cards that I want going second, especially against the board of, you know, Avian, Draco, etc. So again, that's basically full combo over there, plus DD Crow is searched, so we know that there's at least one hand trap, but the talents there could be very important as well. Plus already have the Adamancipator level 4 for a potential special summon, and again, that potentially could force out, I was about to say Appaloosa, but we're probably not going to see that, but potentially the Lyrilusc one, the Robin, you know which one I mean. So immediately Dark Ruler right off the bat, obviously. You know, I really need to connect this one, otherwise I, you know, would have been able, or would have been able to normal summon, what is it, Beta? Is it Beta or Alpha? Or Gamma even? I think it's Gamma, right? Yeah. The normal monster, and go for my Helki combo, but you know, we're super vulnerable to that DD Crow. But luckily I connect with, what was it, Guardian? I think it was Guardian, and I do opt to use it simply because again I have a level 4 tuner on board off of a Marcher, and it's an Adamancipator name. Could be important later in the duel. Already have Block Dragon, so I should be chopping Block Dragon in a couple of moments, going for Cerberus, and again I can't go for game to do Dark Ruler no more, just, you know, here in this case clean up the opponent's board, and, you know, end on the same standard board that Adamancipator is always ending on, like Appaloosa, Masquerina for Unicorn plus Block Dragon and Boral Savage here in this case. So that's superb. It's not the deck is not running the Buster Lock. Yeah, that's different compared to last year. It is what it is. Like, both decks have their advantages. So again, very same, pretty much the same. And here, yeah, this time I leave the level 6 rep. Is it Reptide? I believe it's Reptide. Like here in this case, I don't see any out, even a Droplet from my opponent. Again, I do have my own Droplet just in case, and there is just so many negations, interruptions there that just my opponent can't really overcome. Negating the, is it Bird Call? I believe it's a Bird Call. Normal summon of the Karaz, yeah, and I should be bouncing it back in that game. So it is what it is. Adamancipator, especially with that side deck, was just far too strong against Bird Upright. Like, even a barrier statue, I don't think it would have mattered. I mean, you know, Avian has the same weaknesses as barrier statue here in this matchup. Next one, again a biggie. We have Spirals versus Pepe. What more can we say? So again, feel free to leave your predictions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lyrilusc signing out. Peace.